Call the meeting to order, please. Rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Could everyone actually please stay standing? I'd like to have a moment of silence this evening for David Evans, who passed away suddenly last week. David was a pastor of Grace Episcopal Church. He was a former Mount Clemens City Commissioner and served in the Michigan House of Representatives and later as the clerk of the House. David and his family proudly served the Mount Clemens community for many years, and we pass on the condolences to his wife, Nancy. Thank you very much. Call the roll, please.
Campbell.
Here.
Dempsey. Fournier.
Here.
Hammond.
Here.
Crop.
Here.
Rick. Here. Voorhees.
Here.
I'll entertain a motion to excuse Commissioner Dempsey.
Motion to excuse Commissioner Dempsey.
Call the roll, please.
Campbell.
Yes.
Fournier.
Yes.
Hammond.
Yes.
Crop.
Yes.
Rick.
Yes.
Voorhees.
Yes.
Okay, we'll move on to announcements, acknowledgements, communications, and reports. We have 2 proclamations today. And we will go ahead and start with the proclamation from the Knights of Columbus. And I believe we have representatives here today from the Knights of Columbus, Council 744. Okay, Darren, is this okay? Okay. Today we present a proclamation. Whereas the City of Mount Clemens pays tribute to many individuals, organizations, and activities throughout the year, and whereas the Knights of Columbus was established in 1882 by Father J. Michael McGivney in New Haven, Connecticut, the purpose was to bring aid and financial assistance to sick, disabled, or needy members and their families. And whereas the Knights of Columbus, Council 744, is associated with St. Peter's Catholic Church in Mount Clemens and consists of a very active group of Catholic men who serve their community through multiple charitable organizations, some of which include the Campaign for People with Intellectual Disabilities, the Tootsie Roll Drive, Food Collection for the Needy, and the Student Essay Contest, including Meals for McRest. And whereas Council 744 was named after John Cardinal Dearden when it was founded on September 24th, 1903, making this year the Council's 120th anniversary. And whereas, as an organization historically rooted in the community, Council 744 of the Knights of Columbus has served many individuals in Mount Clemens and surrounding areas, all while keeping to their founding principles of charity, unity, and fraternity. Therefore, I, Laura Kropp, Mayor of the City of Mount Clemens, on behalf of the City Commission and all our citizens, do hereby recognize the history of the Knights of Columbus 744 and join in the celebration of their 120th anniversary, dated today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for all your work in the community. We really appreciate it. Yes, absolutely.
I just wanted, on behalf of the 170 members of our council, this is very meaningful to us. Unfortunately, we don't have any of our charter members with us anymore after 120 years, but we enjoy serving the city of Mount Clemens and also the east side of Macomb County, and we look forward to continue doing that over the years. So once again, thank you very much for the recognition. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for all the good work.
Thank you.
Our second proclamation is for Rail Safety Week. Whereas Rail Safety Week is to be held across the U.S. from September 18th to September 24th, 2023, and whereas 2,194 rail grade crossing collisions resulted in 803 personal injuries and were responsible for 274 fatalities in the United States during 2022, and whereas 1,208 pedestrian trespassing casualties have occurred in the United States, resulting in 658 pedestrians being killed and another 550 injured while trespassing on railroad property right-of-ways during 2022. And whereas educating and informing the public about rail safety, reminding the public that railroad right-of-ways are private property, enhancing public awareness of the dangers associated with highway rail grade crossings, ensuring pedestrians and motorists are looking and listening while near railways, and obeying established traffic laws. Will reduce the number of avoidable fatalities and injuries caused by the incidents involving trains and citizens. And whereas the International Association of Chiefs of Police, National Operation Lifesavers, United States Department of Transportation, and all local, state, county, and railroad law enforcement officers, first responders, and railroad corporations commit to partnering together in an effort to educate at a national level all aspects of railroad safety, to enforce applicable laws in support of National Rail Safety Week. Now therefore, I, Laura Kropp, Mayor of the City of Mount Clemens, on behalf of the City Commission, do hereby attest my full support proclaiming September 18th to September 24th, 2023, National Rail Safety Week, and I encourage all citizens to recognize the importance of rail safety education. I feel like that was a tongue twister. Thank you very much for that one, and we will move on to adoption of the agenda.
Mayor Kopp, I move that we adopt the agenda as presented.
Support.
Anybody have any questions or comments? Okay, we'll call the roll, please.
Campbell.
Yes.
Fournier.
Yes.
Hammond.
Yes.
Crop.
Yes.
Rick.
Yes.
Voorhees.
Yes.
Okay, this is the portion of the meeting where we invite the public to address the commission. All that we ask is that you give us your full name, your residential address, and you abide by our 3-minute rule. We'll first have people in person address the commission, and then we'll go to our Zoom meeting. Is there anyone who would like to address the commission at this time?
Good evening, Patrick McKay, 1207 Wellesley Drive. One of Mount Clemens' founding families last night also lost a cherished member, James Richard Cook III. A fellow bather from class of 78 lost his battle. Once a bather, always a bather. And I'd just like to recognize him. And the Cook family as a whole. Following up, thank you to City Manager Shipman and Commissioner Wright for responding to my concerns last time around. And prayers to the Cook family. Thank you.
I'm so very sorry for your loss, Mr. McKay. Is there anyone else who would like to address the commission at this time? Do we have anybody? Oh, go ahead, please.
My name is Margaret Eckert. I live at 13 Lenore. And I was hoping that everyone here could help me with something very distressing, but yet a simple fix. But first, I would like to convey congratulations to everyone who's in the room, and my condolences as well. And thank you, Ms. Mayor, ladies and gentlemen, and commissioners. My concern is that the park light is out in the Dorothea Lenore subdivision. And I, 3 weeks ago, contacted the city office requesting that it be reinstated as in turned on. What has expedited my request is that there are ruffians and hooligans that are congregating in the park past dark. There's an intimidation factor to these people. And when I was returning to for getting pizza one night, I found one of them prowling in my front yard. And this is distressing. I have to have my husband help me bring home in the pizza. And also I'm scared to go take the trash out because I can't see anybody in the park. So I'm asking if this matter could be expedited. And that is all. And thank you very much for listening.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who would like to address the commission at this time? Nobody on Zoom? Okay, we will go ahead and move on to general business. Oh, sorry, we're skipping a lot of things. Administrative responses to issues or questions raised during previous meetings.
At the last regular city commission meeting, a resident had several questions regarding the water plant project. Documents pertaining to the water plant project are now on the city website under the Utilities tab. Click on Water Plant Project to access all the information. There's a lot there. If you don't get your questions answered, you don't understand it, please reach out to the city manager's office and we can talk over the phone, or you can schedule a meeting and come in and talk in person.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, my agenda's loading. There we go. All right, we'll move on to approval of minutes.
Motion to approve the minutes for the work session and regular city commission meeting minutes for August 21st, 2023.
Support.
Is there any questions or comments? No? Okay. Call the roll, please.
Fournier.
Yes.
Hammond.
Yes.
Crop.
Yes.
Rick.
Yes.
Voorhees.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Okay, moving to general business. 9A, approval of resolution appointing authorized agents for Mount Clemens Deferred Compensation Plan. I'll entertain a motion.
I move to appoint Human Resources Director Kevin Donaldson and Mission Square's Deferred Compensation Plan sponsor signer, and Finance Assistant Marianne Ross as Mission Square's Deferred Compensation Plan Administrator signer.
Support.
Okay, Mr. Shipman?
Mission Square Retirement is the provider of the city's optional deferred compensation plan for full-time employees. For several years, the staff has simply used the login credentials of a retired former Human Resources Director to gain access to the city's account. In order for Mission Square Retirement to grant new login credentials for the account, the Mount Clemens City Commission must appoint new authorized agents by resolution. The recommended employees for appointment are Human Resources Director Kevin Donaldson as Deferred Compensation Plan sponsor and signer, and Finance Assistant Marianne Ross as Deferred Compensation Plan Administrator and signer.
Questions, comments?
I won't ask how far it went back, but I'm certainly glad it's current.
Anybody else? All right, call the roll, please.
Fournier.
Yes.
Hammond.
Yes.
Crop.
Yes.
Rick.
Yes.
Voorhees.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
9B, strategic plan.
I move to adopt the fiscal year 2024 strategic plan as submitted.
Support.
Mr. Shipman?
Following 2 evening strategic planning sessions, the fiscal year 2024 strategic plan has been updated. The proposed plan was provided to the Commission for further comment before formal adoption. Attached is the final proposed strategic plan recommended for adoption. And thank you, everybody, for attending the meetings. I know we've had a lot of meetings before meetings, a lot of meetings in between meetings, and there's a lot more coming. But thank you for the time you put in, because this is important.
I think it is important, and I was very happy that we're building on something that we started, a couple of years ago. So we're not just shelving it and saying, oh, maybe we should do a plan. We're actually using the one we did and building on it. So thank you for keeping it in the forefront and getting it done.
I would like to mention that I think, we had a difficult first session, and I think some of us were feeling very frustrated after that difficult first session, and I would like to thank all of you for not giving up on that and working through it, and thank City Manager Shipman for his trying to take another look at it and look at it from a different angle and a different process, and I think that really was helpful and got us to a really good spot. And so I think it's a plan that we're all very comfortable with. I don't want to preempt a vote or anything, but
And I'd like to personally thank all of you for doing that first session while I was in Japan, so I got to miss all that. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
That's why I didn't go well.
All right, so I think, does anybody else have any questions or comments? All right, call the roll, please.
Hammond.
Yes.
Crop.
Yes.
Rick.
Yes.
Voorhees.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Fournier.
Yes.
Okay, we'll move to 9C, purchases and payments of invoices.
Move to approve purchases and payment of invoices as presented.
Support.
Any questions or comments?
I have a couple.
Yep, go ahead.
What, the increase overall was about 58,000?
Yeah, it was 15.8%.
Yeah. Was that in our budget? Or did we budget for an increase, or?
We did not budget for an increase. Not that much. It was
It's a big
around-
increase.
Yeah, it was around 5%.
What we
Okay.
budgeted for was 5%?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that will be part of the amendment later on.
Correct.
I will give Mr. Saff credit for a very thorough explanation going through everything. I was pretty impressed with that. But, so all of these you had no question on or concern or?
No, like I said, he broke it down very well in his cover letter, and then speaking with him on the phone, I mean, he's very good at what he does. That's what we pay him to do, and he recommends that we sign this. He did include that Wall Street Journal article that kind of explains the problem with the insurance industry right now with the increase in interest rates, and he feels that actually, because the actual rate increase is 9%, that he thinks that's actually a pretty good percent given the market.
Okay.
All right, anyone else? Call the roll, please.
Crop.
Yes.
Rick.
Yes.
Voorhees.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Fournier.
Yes.
Hammond.
Yes.
Okay, we'll move to consent agenda.
Move to approve consent agenda as presented.
Support?
Call the roll, please.
Rick.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Voorhees.
Yes.
Fournier.
Yes.
Hammond.
Yes.
Crop.
Yes. Mr. Shipman.
All right, a reminder, the annual Fire Department Soapbox Derby Pancake Breakfast will be held Saturday, September 9th from 7:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the Mount Clemens Fire Station located at 2 Dickinson. Partners in Public Art Project mural dedication ceremony will also be Saturday, September 9th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. in front of the mural on the First Street side of the fire station. There will be art projects throughout the ceremony for the public to participate in. The mural dedication will begin at 11 a.m. Registration for fall recreation programs has begun. You can register or inquire about community events and programs at mountclemensrecreation.org or call us at 586-469-6800 extension 520. Information is also available on our Mount Clemens Parks and Recreation Facebook page and our Mount Clemens Park and Recreation Instagram account. Upcoming events, the Fall Art and Craft Show, Friday, September 8th, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday, September 9th, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. There'll be live entertainment on the fountain stage both days. For more information, contact the DDA office at 586-469-4168. Uptown Friday Night Concert on the fountain stage on Macomb Place, September 8th, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., featuring Olivia Van Goor. Mount Clemens Lions Club Grand Prix, Saturday, September 9th at 10 a.m., and that course will go from the Crocker Bridge to 2nd Street. And the last Uptown Friday Night Concert for 2023, which we all know what that means, Mickey, winter's coming.
It's Mickey's fault.
September 15th, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., featuring Kathleen Murray. And also the last Riverside and Sound concert for 2023 on the riverfront, Saturday, September 16th from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., featuring Aaron Alexi. And the 32nd Annual Art Party, Thursday, September 21st, 2023, from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Tickets are still available. Contact the Anton Art Center at 586-469-8666.
Does anybody have any questions or comments for Mr. Shipman? Okay, we will move on to our next opportunity for the public to address the commission. Again, all that we ask is for your full name, your residential address, and that you come to the microphone and abide by our 2-minute rule. We'll go ahead with in-person again and then Zoom. Is there anyone who would like to address the commission?
Good afternoon. OK 1207 Wellesley. I want to apologize for becoming a little bit emotional. Richard Cook was an excellent friend of mine, class of 78, once a bather, always a bather. Didn't expect to be overwhelmed.
It's okay.
What I want to just touch on right now is I have no interest in being a martyr on the water plant issue. If the rest of the city's not jumping up here and having questions, having concerns, such is life. I'm just one guy. I don't plan on being that guy. But the two major issues were the $45 million and the higher rates for the less able to pay on the water bills. And now we're at $42 million and the rates just went up. So I think the two issues on the table for not dealing with our own plant versus connecting to Great Lakes Water Authority are moot. I mean, they've just been steamrolled over. So I think at this point, I'm looking forward to going over the information that's on the website and taking a look at it. But I think as a commission, you know, at this point, maybe it's worthwhile to take a step back and reevaluate this thing. You know, we apparently haven't been given the loan yet. And even if we were back in December, we said we could still walk away from it. I don't know. I just think it's worth taking a look at. That's all. But I'm not gonna fall on my sword about the whole thing. If it goes, whatever. Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Thank you. Have a good night. Is there anyone else who would like to address the commission? Anybody on Zoom? Okay. All right, we'll go ahead and move to commissioner comments. Commissioner Rick.
All right. First, I'd like to express my condolences to the Cook family, but also to the pastor's family, as well as express my gratitude to his family for the sacrifices they made in supporting someone who lived a life of service. I'd like to also thank the Knights of Columbus for their service, continued service to the community. On a lighter note, I'm glad to see the evolution of the Clementine and am looking forward to hearing feedback from the residents and where it goes from there. And I would also like to thank Matthew and Tammy for volunteering to serve on the Historical Commission. And if anyone's interested in serving on any commissions or committees, there's information available on our website. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Voorhees.
You stole my thunder.
We got to compare notes ahead of time.
I should never write it out for you. I too would like to express my thanks to Matthew Vaughn and to Tammy Swain Simmons for going on the Historical Commission. This is what makes Mount Clemens great, is when we have our citizens serving on these committees that turn around and beautify our city and just make it a better place to live. So with that, well, I'm not done yet. We talked about the trains, safety. Two things I have observed, especially on Cass Avenue. When the gates go down, that doesn't allow people to drive through the S. You know, let's not do that. The other thing I've observed a lot is when there's a red light, that means you have to stop. Don't be driving through red lights. So anyway, with that, once a Clemite, always a Clemite.
Thank you. Commissioner Fournier.
My condolences to the Cook family as well. If I didn't know Mr. Cook, but if he has a friend like that and willing to get up, that's pretty special. So, and he was young. It's too bad. And one historical commission, Tammy Swain, who is just joined the historical commission. Her father, I believe, was Tommy Swain. And Tommy Swain had Mayfair Camera Shop in downtown Mount Clemens for decades. And that's where we all went to get our film developed. And
take our little Kodak.
Yep, take our little Kodak, little cylinder things and get them developed. And so it's very cool to see that she did that. And Mr. Shipman already stole my one line, but I have to say the annual art party is coming up on September 21st from 6 to 9, and we hope to see a lot of residents there to enjoy it. It's really a great time, a lot of entertainment, great food, all with the local area restaurants, including outside of Mount Clemens in Clinton Township, Harrison Township. So please come and join us. We would love to have a great turnout for this one event that is the big fundraiser for the Art Center. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Hammond.
I would like to wish the staff, the children, the teachers, and the administration at the Mount Clemens Community Schools, welcome back to the first day of school. Hope they have a productive, successful, and enjoyable, safe school year. And also, speaking of the Art Center, there's an exhibit called From Where I Sit. It's an exhibit from some powerful Black amazing women here in Macomb County telling their story. And it's presented by the Interfaith Center Biracial Justice, and will be at the center until October 10th. So if you get a chance to go by and visit the exhibit, you will hear some wonderful stories and see some beautiful art from women here in Macomb County. That's all I have.
Thank you. Commissioner Campbell.
Yeah, at our last meeting, I had talked about the homes that were being restored on Cass Avenue, making the entrance to the city look more beautiful. The landscaping in front of the library has now been completed, and all the retention basins have plants and the grass and everything, and it looks very nice, again, enhancing the entranceway to the city. So thank you to the library and all of them for making sure that that has been completed and how nice it looks. Thank you.
Thank you. I want to point out the beautiful cover of the brand new Clementines. I'm very proud of this. The staff worked so hard to make this happen, and so thank you to them that we really did. It's an excellent showcase of what we're offering now in Mount Clemens and what the library is offering. So I think it's a great collaboration between the two entities. So I hope that you're all enjoying it. I'm getting a lot of great feedback. I've gotten a few emails and some great comments from people in town. So thank you to everybody who advertised in the back in the community resource section. So hopefully you get a chance to patronize those businesses so that and let them know that you were happy that they were in the Clementines. I also want to mention that we have our program Breaking Barriers to Play. It's youth sports, all offered at the Carnes Community Center. You can find it at this QR code or at breakingbarriers.io, and you can register right online. They're offering floor hockey this fall, youth soccer training, a basketball camp series for all ages, a volleyball camp series, and many more other options that they didn't print. But go ahead and go to their website and check out all of the great offerings from Breaking Barriers to Play, which is also a collaboration for us in addition to our recreation program. So I want to also give the good news that the splash pad, because it's super hot this week so far, that we are going to keep that splash fountain open until the end of the week on Friday. That will be the last day. So even if it's chilly, get out there and run through the splash fountain one more time. And then we'll have it open on Memorial Day, right? Next year on Memorial Day. So thank you to the DPS staff that has to go and winterize that. And I think they did a tremendous job upgrading it even further this year. So thank you to all your work on that. I'd like to mention that if you've read the paper in the last couple of weeks, there's some antics, I might say, going on in one of our neighboring cities / townships. And I want to mention that I am extremely proud of our commission because, as you'll see, we have one person out who's sick, but there's a very good reason for that. And so, but other than that, we're all here together conducting business as we should, as the taxpayers and residents of this city have put us here for that reason. And our staff can now pay our bills and conduct city business, and I'm very proud of that, and I'm very proud that we are taking the high road on this. So thank you very much, and thank you for your continued support on all of that, and I'll leave it at that. I also want to mention that I have a coffee talk next Tuesday, the 12th of September at 9:30 a.m. at John's Family Grill, and Thursday, September 14th at Black Cat Coffee at 6:30 p.m. So if you would like to come and catch up on current events, which there are a lot of in Mount Clemens, come on by and have a cup of coffee and we'll all chat. So with that, I will entertain a motion to go into closed session to consider the purchase of lease to consider the purchase or lease of real property.
Motion to go into closed session to consider the purchase or lease of real property.
Thank you.
Support.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? Okay, we'll adjourn for 5 minutes and come back. I'll entertain a motion for the purchase of, go ahead.
Purchase.
Does anybody, who has the motion?
No, that's the strategic plan.
No,
It's on the other pages.
Yeah. Thought you were giving me a motion. I
Oh.
move to approve the purchase plan for the, no,
Move to approve the purchase agreement for
24960.
24960 Cracker Boulevard.
I move to approve the purchase agreement for 24960 Cracker Boulevard, Harrison Township.
Support.
Is there any questions or comments? Hearing none, call the roll, please.
Voorhees.
Yes.
Fournier.
Yes.
Hammond.
Yes.
Crop.
Yes.
Rick.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
All right. I will, with that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I move we adjourn.
Support.
Questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you, everyone. Have a great night.